You've worked truly hard today as well. Outside the window, cherry blossoms are already blooming one by one, and the world is bustling with the energy of spring. But when you return to your empty room after work, did you find yourself letting out an inexplicable heavy sigh? When you open your phone, there are hundreds of names on your Kakao Talk list, and when you open Instagram, an endless stream of photos shows everyone smiling brightly under the cherry blossom trees. You are definitely laughing and chatting with people during the day, and you might even be exchanging messages with someone right now. Yet there are moments when a corner of your heart feels bitterly cold, as if a gaping hole has been punched through it. Am I lonely right now? Everyone else looks so happy. Why do I feel like I'm the only one left all alone in the world? As you stare at the dark ceiling, a sudden wave of melancholy washes over you, making you feel infinitely small. Perhaps a lonely, unspoken question is lingering in your mind. Am I lonely? Am I really lonely right now? Today for you, whose heart keeps stepping backward into a cold winter, even as the bright spring flowers reach full bloom, we are going to have a very deep conversation about the true identity of that bitterly cold loneliness. Please relax and listen closely to my story. This sense of isolation we feel doesn't simply arise from a physical lack of people around us. In psychology, it is said that the most terrifying loneliness comes not when there is no one by your side, but when you feel that not a single person understands your truly aching heart. Every morning, as we step out the front door, we unconsciously put on an elaborate mask. A competent person at work, a bright person among friends, a trouble-free person to our family. We barely make it through the day with a smile perfectly calibrated to fit each role. While our true heart is bleeding and covered in scars, we hide it deep inside, terrified that others will leave if they see our genuinely depressed selves. We become like a beautifully wrapped gift box, gorgeous on the outside but empty and rotting on the inside. People praise the fancy wrapping paper, but I know all too well, what they like isn't the real me, but the fake me pretending to be okay. In this massive chasm of disconnect, we experience a bone-chilling loneliness. If I threw off this mask and confessed that I am actually so exhausted I feel like dying, would anyone truly stay by my side? Because we cannot readily say yes to this terrifying question, we become thoroughly alone, even when buried in a crowd of hundreds. The root of this bitter, aching heart traces far back to our fragile childhood. As we grew up, we never properly learned how to have our negative emotions honestly accepted. Feelings like depression, sadness, and anger were treated as weaknesses to be hidden and overcome. We grew up in a cold world that scolded a crying child with "stop crying" or "you're a bad kid," and whipped a depressed person with "you're just weak-willed." As a result, the tender little child inside us swallowed their tears even when they were sad and hurting, ending up locked away alone in the deepest, darkest basement of our mind. That piercing loneliness you suddenly feel in an empty room late at night is not a desire for someone on the outside to come find you. It is a desperate SOS from the inner child who has been neglected in that dark basement for far too long, frantically knocking on the door of your heart, crying, "Please look at me. I'm so scared and cold all by myself." So how do we escape the swamp of fake connections and fill our empty hearts with genuine warmth? Should we scroll through our friends list and make calls, or force ourselves to schedule weekend plans? Should we post about how depressed we are on Instagram to fish for comfort? Absolutely not. Pouring the shallow affection of others into a bottomless pit is exactly like drinking salty seawater in the desert because you're thirsty. Eventually, the thirst will grow uncontrollably severe, and the emptiness you feel when left alone at home will swell exponentially. The very first step to healing is to completely flip your perspective on loneliness. Loneliness is not a punishment handed down because you are unworthy of love. It is a healthy alarm, begging you to please look just once at your true heart, the one you've completely ignored while walking on eggshells around others. When this alarm rings, don't run away by staring at your smartphone. Muster up great courage. Open the door to the dark, dusty basement of your mind and walk in. Then kneel beside that pitiful child, huddled and crying in the corner, and meet their eyes. And then speak to them in the most affectionate voice in the world. You've been shivering here in the cold and loneliness all this time, trying to survive in the world, I ended up abandoning the most precious thing, you, in this dark place. I'm so sorry. Think about it. When our friends are struggling, we stay up all night to comfort them, yet we have been so cruelly indifferent to ourselves. We feel pity when we see a sick stray cat, yet we criticize our own bleeding hearts, saying, "It's because you're weak." In psychology, this unconditional embrace of oneself is called self-compassion. You must break free from the passive state of waiting for someone else to fill your void and become the active agent of your own healing, applying ointment to your own festering wounds first. Starting tonight, set aside just 10 minutes before bed to sit face to face entirely with yourself. Place your hands on your chest and say out loud, "You worked really hard today, enduring in this fierce world. If you feel upset, it's okay to be upset. Even if the whole world turns its back on you, I am always, unconditionally, on your side." This single word of sincere comfort offered to yourself will melt a frozen heart far more powerfully than 100 soulless likes. To you, who is paradoxically passing through the coldest, loneliest winter on a beautiful spring day with fluttering cherry blossoms, there is absolutely no need to act, forcing a bright smile just because others look happy in their photos. Just as flowers bloom at different times, our lives have their own unique seasons and paces. If your heart feels cold and lonely right now, wrap that emotion up warmly and gently, as if putting on a thick sweater on a chilly day, saying, I am very lonely right now, and it's okay to be lonely." You are never just left all alone. In the deepest part of your inner self, the most powerful being, the one who loves you more deeply than anyone else in the world and will stay by your side until your last breath, is living and breathing you. The moment you hold yourself tightly, that drafty, cold space of loneliness will be completely filled with the brilliantly shining universe that is you. Tonight, I hope you won't worry about anyone else's gaze, but focus solely on your own heart, resting peacefully inside your very own safest fortress. I, Psychology Lemon, will be cheering with all my heart for your radiantly blooming tomorrow. Lay down your heavy burdens and get some deep rest.